Hey, what's going on? I saw this and it's kind of retro, kind of, a little modern twist to it. This is the Rockstar audio player. It is a digital hi-fi player and works with everything all the way down to Windows XP, Linux, you name it. Some of the highlights of this one is it has stereo sound effects, Bluetooth connection, record function, electronic ebook reading, function settings, radio searching, video playing, and 3D surround. So it does quite a bit of things. Now, you're obviously not going to be running DSD files on this, but I think it would handle FLAC files, although I basically used MP3 files with it because I think, most people, that's probably what they're going to be using. Take that little annoying piece of tape off there so you can see the different things on the back. Now, this does say Windows Media and some other things. Makes it look like it would be really, really old. But inside the box, you're going to have the package. You're going to have a manual and a charging cable down on the bottom there. So that's pretty good. This usually should be sealed, I guess, but of course we tested it out, and also it came with like tape on it because I guess customs had to look at it. So anyway, you got this nice big screen here, and I took the SD card out because I'm using it in this one, the one that I was going to use for this, but when I tested it, I put that SD card in. It did not play the DSD files, by the way, and some of the higher files that I had on there. But I did play the MP3s all the way up to high res, the highest resolution MP3 that they have. So pretty straightforward. You have your buttons, volume. You have your M button, which there is menu, I guess. You have a little microphone there, and you have your SD card slot. And there is a built-in speaker, which you can't see in the back. So welcome. You're forward and back here, and it doesn't do the color really well on the screen. You have your music, your video, you record sound. You can't record video on this. You can play video back. You have an FM radio, you have an ebook, you have your picture, you have your folder, you have your settings, and you have a clock alarm that you can have with this. And I believe the clock is wrong. Let me see what time it is. 5:52. So for anything else, you have the settings. Now, I believe it said under. Now, when I order, the thing about ordering from Ali is sometimes you order something and something that's exactly the same comes with 20 different names. Like if I ordered 2 of these, the thing that I ordered didn't have the name Rockstar on it. It didn't even have that, but it did look like this. This also came almost fully charged, so that was pretty good. There's like a screensaver thing, menu. That'll take you back to the menu. If you're playing tracks, that'll go back and forth. There's no memory in there because I took it out. But that'll, as you can see, it turns yellow. If you can see, actually you can't see that on here unless I put it really close. Let's do this. This is a focus, so let's do this. So I think we'll stick with that. It does highlight a little. As you can see, it's yellow instead of white. And you have your pictures, you have your alarm, you have your settings. You would press that. Bluetooth, on or off, date and time, brightness, idle shutdown. Can't see on that screen. Information, storage status, factory settings, update playlist, formatting SD card, a bunch of those different things, and Bluetooth on or off or whatever. So it's pretty straightforward. Press the menu button, go back to the menu, and you have this menu. It is not apparently a touchscreen like the one that I picked out, which said it was a touchscreen, but It's still a nice MP3 player. It has a nice sound to it. It's clear, maybe a little warmth. It does have USB-C, which is a plus. Looking at it and looking at the packaging, I immediately thought it was going to be micro. But it is USB-C, and I have like SanDisk and different versions of this, and this one is premium. It has a bigger screen so you can see what's going on, so I do like that. So far I've been using it and testing it, and there's your volume. As you can see, the way the volume's going up and down right there. It's straightforward, it's simple. How do you put music on it? That is very simple. Take your USB cable from your computer with Batman on it and plug it in to this end, plug it into the other end, whether it's an A or another C cable. You plug it in, it'll appear as a device on your computer. If you're using Windows or whatever, it'll appear as a device, and you just click on that device, it'll open up, and you just basically drag your music files over to that folder and just drag them on. Or you can do it a different way. Let me put that back for now. You can take the SD card, and if you have a hub like I do on mine in the back here, I have a hub, and this has an SD card thing in the hub right back here, or the computer itself, depending on what computer you have, laptop or mini computer like I have, which I also have a laptop. And you can just, drag the files onto the SD card, then stick the SD card in here, and you're good to go. 2022 1/8. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to set the time on it and everything soon. But for now, I just wanted to let you guys know it sounds good. There is a headphone jack on the top, by the way, too. But you can use, Bluetooth or anything else. But there's a nice headphone jack on the top. So that way, when you plug it into your clothes, if you put it in your shirt pocket or on your collar or jacket or whatever, or a purse, whatever you're using, you'll have that right at the top, sticking out. It is only 3.5 millimeter, unfortunately. But it still works very good. It has a decent sound. It's basically made for MP3s. It doesn't really tell me, what the files that it plays. I don't have any information whether it will play FLAC or OGG or ALAC or something like that. But I know that it plays MP3s well, and that's about it. It's made decent, and so far it's working. I can't tell you if this is going to stop working 10 months down the line, but I believe I paid like $30 for this. Hold on, let me check the alley thing. Looking at my orders. No, I paid $13.89 for this. So whether or not it's a touchscreen, I'm not complaining. It works well. It seems to have good battery life. And it sounds pretty good. It sounds as good as the SanDisk and some of the name brands that I have. Some of these things, we get these expensive DAPs and everything. I have this right here. This is a Creative Zen Mosaic. And I will go like that to prove it. My hair's all screwed up, sorry. So there we go. It's turning on. I just wanted to show you guys. And there it is. It literally still works. This thing is from the 90s, and it works. Even the battery stays charged. I got to charge this battery again. Its only downfall is it has a mini, not a micro, which was the other one with the flat side. This is the little ones. Like, we're talking like PlayStation 3, I think, had those for the controllers. Or maybe, yeah, I think it was PlayStation 3. So this thing is ancient, but it still turns on. It still plays all my old MP3 files. And it's lasted for years. So I really do like some of these, lower cost players. Although I have had some like an RCA and stuff that have just stopped working after a year. So, buyer beware. But for $13, if you can get a year out of this for $13, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Thank you again for watching. This has been the Rockstar audio player, and I'll leave a link down below to the alley link. I got this from on sale. Thank you, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.